Your tax business location could be the difference between you making $30,000 a year or $300,000 a year. And most people, they choose the wrong one. With over 20 years being in the tax industry, I built both the storefronts and the virtual models. I've scaled nationwide without being tied to not one location. And I've helped hundreds of tax pros launch successful businesses and do the exact same. So let me break down real numbers and not opinions. Let's first discuss the virtual options. Of course, there's low overhead. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to pay any utilities. You're not in any long contracts, and you don't have to worry about paying any walk-in staff. You get a very high profit margin, 70 to 90% net profit possibly, just for running a virtual business. Then you get nationwide clients. You're not limited to one city or one state. And then with the virtual options, it's automation friendly. You have portals, e-signatures, virtual onboarding, and the tax softwares make it very, very easy to run a virtual tax business. Also, it's easy to add virtual preparers. So if you want to grow your business and have tax preparers, only thing they need is a laptop. So I'm going to go through step by step the virtual option and then the in-office option, so you can compare and see which one works best for you. I like the lifestyle freedom. I can work from anywhere. I've done taxes on the beach before because guess what? My business is virtual. So as long as I have a laptop, I can do taxes anywhere. I love less overhead and more freedom. We've discussed the pros. Let's get to the cons. What most people struggle with. Most people struggle with marketing. When you're running a virtual business, there's no walk-in traffic. So you have to market so people can contact you. Marketing right now with virtual business, social media is winning. And even if social media is not winning, when you're outside, you should be a walking billboard. It also requires self-discipline and structure. So you have to be very disciplined and very structured. So you have to treat your virtual business as if it's your storefront or your in-office business. So you have to abide by a schedule, whether it's at your home or virtual office, wherever you work. You have to have that structure and that discipline. And you need systems or you'll burn out. Everything within your business should be automated, and you should have the proper systems in place. So those are the cons. If you can satisfy those things and you don't have a problem, do you know what's best for you? Let's talk about potential income. Let's talk about money. So for my beginners, anyone that has been in the tax industry running a virtual office from 1 to 2 years, they're making about $20,000 to $60,000. And this is just beginners. Now for my consistent marketers, people that's heavy, marketing, putting themselves out there, posting on social media every day, they're making about $100,000 to $300,000 a year. A tax season. Now, service bureaus. Service bureaus are individuals that resell software and has maybe a team under them. They are making anywhere from $500,000 to about $1.5 million running a virtual business. So we've discussed a virtual office. Now we're about to talk about in-office. When I was looking into in-office, when I did have other offices, I always wanted a storefront. The storefront give you that local brand presence, and you're able to get walk-in traffic. So with the in-office or the storefront, you don't have to do much marketing because your brand is there, and individuals who want to get their taxes done, they're going to walk in and get their taxes done during your business hours. So that's the great thing about it. And then you'll be able to place your business or your office wherever you choose. So in the tax field or the tax industry, everyone has a demographic of people that they serve. So depending on your demographic, you can place your office wherever it needs to be successful. Some of the great things with running a in-office tax business. Let's discuss the cons. Let's put it out there. So when running an in-office tax business, you have a high overhead. So you have rent, you have utilities, you have payroll, you may have repairs, and you have office supplies that you have to purchase. And keep in mind, taxes is seasonal. So you make the most of your money in 3 to 4 months. So when you have this office, you have to find a way to keep revenue and money flowing for 12 months, even though tax season is only 3 to 4 months. And you're also locked into one location. So it's a lot harder to go national. Just keep in mind, when you're running a storefront, you want to make sure that you have a heavy load of traffic and people come in so it makes sense. Because the money you make in 3 to 4 months, if you don't offer any services year round, you have to really manage your money. You're able to cover your rent or your mortgage for the full 12 months. Now let's discuss the earning potentials. So small storefronts make anywhere from $40,000 to $120,000. Multiple locations will make $200,000 to $500,000 or greater. Now, if you franchise, if you want to do the level of operations needed for 7 figures, I would definitely franchise so you can make 7 figures or greater. Let me show you a side-by-side comparison. Storefronts make you look big, but virtual systems actually make you wealthy. Marketing skills, lead systems, follow-up automations, pricing strategy, team systems, client retention, and multiple streams of income determines your income, not the location. A virtual at-home tax business is best for a beginner, a busy parent, or people who work 9 to 5. It's also very good for people who want that national reach and not being stuck in one city. On the other hand, a storefront is best for people who already have that startup capital with an established local reputation and a team already built. The best way to go, depending on who you are, the position you're in, and if you're a beginner or you've been in the industry for a while. If you want my exact virtual tax business blueprint, the software, funnels, pricing, automation, and team structure, join my mentorship program. The link is in the description. Don't guess your way to 6 to 7 figures. Learn from a pro. If this video was helpful, like this video as well as subscribe. There's more where this comes from.